Alright guys, so this is our property line and we're going to try to get somewhere to get a driveway in. You can kind of see how grown up it is with this Johnson grass and stuff right here. So what I'm going to do is just cut the fence back here. There's a barbed wire fence across the whole front. We're not going to take the whole thing out right now, but we're going to try to make it a section big enough where we can turn with the trailer and stuff and get our truck and equipment in here. I might have to pull up a few of these T-posts as well.
Okay, so Kevin's got all the barbed wire pulled out right here. So we can now drive through there.
Yeah, we're gonna drive through here with the Ranger. I brought my DeWalt pole saw, and what we're gonna do is this is a pecan tree right here. We're gonna limb it out so I can brush hog closer to it and get underneath it with the tractor.
Woo!
We are at the water. We'll walk on down, show you guys the water line. All right, so you come down from where we just parked the Ranger right there, and there is this old rock structure. And look at this, but yeah, we would love to try to what do you call it?
Renovate, refurbish.
Renovate. So it's full of junk. We got to come down here and get all that cleaned up. I'm not gonna go in there right now, but we'll do a video over this later. But this is just one of the coolest structures on this property. Stone boulders. That pretty much lines the shoreline. So this is really cool. And then you got the water right here, Rachel way up there. Tractor. So I don't think anyone will be using this one anytime soon. It's grown up in that tree. It's been here so long. That's pretty neat. Some antiques for sure. So let's walk on down here. Let's go this way. So before you couldn't even walk through here. It was just so brushy. And once we're able to kind of cut some of these limbs off and cut some of these trees out of here, we'll be able to brush hog and clean up a lot better, but we can only do what we can for now. But yeah, we're making some progress. You guys seen the footage before. I think I'm just gonna have to count my losses for today. So I didn't show it, but I went ahead and I come up on the trunk and I cut it up here, trying to break it apart. I finally got it broke. Tried to break up the root ball. But you won't believe what I found in the middle of all those trees whenever I got in this one last group of trees and I started digging the root ball up. Look at this thing. If you guys can see that or not. This is a really old 7-Up bottle. I've never seen one this old in person. It's the one side and been watching this like crazy to make sure I don't bend it. But what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to get this thing back home and get it welded back on there. You can see where it just ripped that steel right out. I've never seen it do anything like that. And you guys know the plan is to kind of renovate this old rock building, and this thing is over 100 years old. Now, there's some interesting stuff that we found out. This land back in the 30s was actually owned by some of our kinfolk, and I got to talk to some other kinfolk that actually kind of grew up on this property, and I got some cousins and stuff that is telling me more and more information, and it's pretty cool hearing all this stuff. So this old rock building, this was here before the 1930s for sure, probably before the 1920s. It's over 100 years old, but back in the old days, they do know that it was used as a smokehouse, a cellar, and a root cellar. So this top part would have been the smokehouse. Well, I got about half of it mowed, and then bad luck struck again. I kept smelling hydraulic fluid, and then I noticed I had a small leak. So I don't know what happened. I got caught up in a limb or something, and there's a hose right here. It kind of just ripped it a little bit. But here's what we're dealing with. So this is pretty much a first-hand look that we're really showing you guys, because we told you we'd show you more, but we haven't really ever got into it. Now it's got spider web all over me.
Let's take them down to the basement.
We can go down in the basement real quick and look.
Because we said we were going to do a tour.
Yep, so this is your tour. But let me show them real quick before we clean it out. I just want to show them. There might be wasps in here. Make sure no snakes laying around in there.
It's too cool.
It's too cool, but...
This is their cellar.
You got it?
Yeah. That they used as a tornado shelter.
Yeah, they use this as a root cellar and a storm cellar. So We are going to come back. I don't know if it'll be this evening or what, but most of this stuff is just like leaves and just dirt, and there is like a ton of nails. We do not want that in the burn pile, so that'll be going to the trash. A lot of this framing is oak framing, the same with the rafters that's holding the roof up. That's all oak. I don't know if we'll be able to reuse all this. It's my foot. I don't know if we'll be able to reuse the rafters up here. That's oak rafters. If not, I can either mill some or get some at the sawmill, and then we can replace them. All right, so just a little update. We have made it down here to the old rock building, and just a little update to show you guys what we're working with and what we're gonna be doing. So as you can tell, all these rafters, well, that's sun. Of course, you can't see that now. Sunlight. Let me go inside. The rafters on the west side of this building are all pretty rotten because the roof blew off, and I don't know, it was up there without a roof for like 20 years or so. So all these rafters are good. What we're gonna be doing is tearing off all these old rafters. I'm gonna try to do it one by one. This ridge beam up here, I think they're all marked on center where those 2x4s go. So what we'll do is we'll just do one at a time, mark them, put them right back in the same place. I want to show you something real quick. That's the sun, and it's about to go down. We have been down here all day long, and it's turned into a lot bigger project than I had figured it's going to be today. Here's all the scrap stuff and all the old rafters we tore down. Let me turn around and show you guys what we got done. New rafters on this side. We got these new, I don't even know what those are called. It's like, I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to say the name. And you can see we got all new. Got those bird blockers or whatever they call those. We are done. We got the beast loaded up with all the scrap wood. Before I show you, I'll show you the dump truck, all the scrap stuff. Now that is all the rotten stuff that we tore off the roof and some of the stuff that was still in here from whenever we first took ownership of this. And Rachel and I come in here and cleaned all this out and kind of made a pile outside there. All the plywood we're going to save here for hopefully a future project. We still got quite a bit of plywood and this stuff's expensive, so we don't have to buy that. Still got a lot of 2x6s, a lot of the good 2x6s left over. And most of this was all scrap that we repurposed from other things that we already had. You can see, now you can see the incline and how the kind of the terrain kind of slopes down. It does look a lot better again to me with all that plywood and all that wood being gone. Dad's ready to go home. I think he's ready to go get lunch or something. Appreciate him coming down here and helping me. I'm telling you, this don't look bad on camera, but when you're carrying tools, ladders, and especially 16-foot 2x6s and stuff up and down there without another set of helping hands, It's hard on this old man, and I'm not even that old. I will be 40 this month, so I consider that kind of old. So anyway, that's what it looks like. Back to square one.